Sometimes when I look away, it looks like I've aged like 10 years, which that might not be good. Welcome to the video. Obviously, this is a lot different of a video. Also, I really want to point out, because I don't know why, but like my lighting is good. It's just because of this desk back here. I have a lamp for my desk, and it looks really good, and I don't know why. And then I'll do a little. There's obviously a light here. I use this for streaming most of the time, but I'm just using my phone. Like, I'm just using my phone for the light, so I just position it. And now I didn't. You can see my whole face rather than, yeah, pretty nifty. Let's talk about. Obviously, this video is about my experience working in news. This isn't like oh, I hate working in news, or oh, I love working in news, and you should too. This is just like something I wanted to talk about because it's something that I've learned. Say, editing overall. At the job I worked as a news video editor. My job is as it entails, you edit videos that correspond with the certain story. So let me just try and section this off. There's like local news stories that usually we cover, or like stuff sometimes from outer sister stations, or like main station. But like usually I edit 5 to 7 stories on an average of those, and those will go for all of our news shows. And then like an extra 2 for 10 o'clock. Or for our late night stuff. In the like the daily news stuff, or like the script for like the actual show, I usually edit up to like, that can bring you up the count to maybe like 30 to 40 stories a day. Over an 8-hour period. It's not miserable. It's fine. I just wanted to tell you like how I've learned from that. Sometimes when we get like a story from a different a different local station, like maybe like, oh, we get one down south near the capital for us to share. We usually we would usually use their footage that they've compiled together. But when I'm given a story where I have to edit shot by shot, I usually go for shots that either look the most important or fit the script. They give me a script and we edit around it. And so I've learned better to choose my B-roll better. That's why you saw that Luigi video, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I also learned, which was a difficult one for me, but and if you see some of my older videos, my audio isn't just right, and I've learned how to adjust audio levels. Yeah, finally. So like you can actually hear my videos time to time. It's pretty cool. There's these long video segments where like a specific like reporter or an anchor will go on and like do a voiceover, and it's like kind of like 1 to 2 minutes, sometimes 3, sometimes if it's like a very important or a big deal, sometimes even 5 or 7. I think the longest was a 10-minute package, but that was like a super important one. Well, those are called package, and those are like video. Those are like YouTube videos of just like them reporting a certain situation in the news. Like, hey, there's this interesting story, and here's what you need to know, and they will just like talk over it. It's kind of like my Luigi video, that first part of what I've learned, but a lot more effort put into it, or a lot better of a video. I haven't done a package myself, but I know how they work. And now I can apply it to YouTube. And so I get my own little packages, I guess. Interviews are also a good one because with interviews, you don't know what type of interview you get. You might get, usually it could be a in-person interview where like the camera's up and it's recording the subject. Sometimes you have to pull it from a package or like a old video from the archive. And sometimes that interview kind of goes to B-roll or starts off at B-roll. So sometimes you have to cut out some of the interview itself and replace it with some random B-roll so it's not just a quick jump and like a flash frame. That's stuff that you gotta look out for. Or sometimes Zoom is usually fine because it's just focused on the webcam. Sometimes it'll flip over to the reporter. You don't want the reporter in or the interviewer in. Okay, one last thing, and you're seeing it right now. I'm doing a live example. Oh, epic. It's called graphics. Now, graphics is like when we have no video at all. We're gonna just give you a phoner graphic and just show like the subject's face, who's talking, their name, and what their field is. And sometimes there's like background with it. I don't really have that privilege. And there's some waveform. I don't really have a waveform, but here we are. Let's just kind of roll with it. All right, see ya. Back to the main vid. I know that, which is kind of cool. I don't really know what more to talk about. Maybe just like switching shot to shot. Usually they ask me or the photog group to keep it at 3 to 5 seconds. 4 usually being the golden light, the sweet spot. If you have 4 seconds of footage, you can switch over to the next shot. Obviously, it's gotta like help paint the situation, help show the situation, what is currently going on. But are you fucking kidding me? But usually, sometimes the next shot, which is the next best shot, kind of like the center of focus moves. And so we call that a jump cut, and we got to make sure that the viewer's eyes don't get like confused to where to look. So what we do is just a nice dissolve. Dissolve is probably one of the best things, except when you're moving from interview to interview. Interview to interview, you want to do a whiteout, which is just like kind of like a fade to white, more or less. So I learned that, and now I can apply it to YouTube. Yay! Which is the center of this video. And like this is where the video ends. Yay! Obviously, that is 9 months of like experience I have. This isn't like the end of my news career. I'm gonna still work at news. YouTube's not going well, except I do have to talk about one thing. It's this last video. I've definitely passed the 1 minute mark. I don't know why I'm making that rule for me. I'm just saying. What the fuck happened? Like 300 views. That is my most viewed video in less than a week. That uploaded 5 days ago. 300 views. That is plus 200 more views than my last video, my most popular video. What? Obviously, thanks for watching that video, and I hope you guys watch this video. Obviously, I don't know if this video is going to take off. Probably not. But I do want to say, I'm going to be uploading more Smash content with that. Because, honestly, that video was fun to make. I don't know where to take the video, where to take my next, like, Smash video. But I do want to point out that, like, I might try and pivot towards Smash content because I hit something with that. Obviously, thanks for watching, and please, if you have anything that you want to talk like relevant to the video, or like, I implore you to comment. That's what I'm trying to say. Just comment. Obviously, don't like pour your heart and soul about like what's going on. I feel like that's not really my area of expertise. You can. Don't know why, but you can. And also, if you're wondering, Nick, why are there 2 videos out? Welcome to Merty May. I didn't really do that announcement video for the video, but for the next 4 weeks, for the next month, I will be uploading 2 videos per week. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, goodbye. Take care.